Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to edit Exile files so that you have your own custom prices and things in the traders. It's not really hard at all. Firstly, you're going to want to install PBO Manager, which you can easily find online. Then you'll want to go to your Arma 3 server files. Now I'll be using Exile Altis as the example here, and this is something I pulled off my server earlier. You'll get the PBO file, which is going to be located in the MP missions folder. You're going to right click that, PBO Manager, and extract to exile.altis just to not change it. This will generate this folder. Now there'll be some extra bits in here that you don't have, doesn't particularly matter. You're just going to want this config.cpp file. What you're going to do is open this, preferably in Notepad++, which if you do download, I would strongly recommend installing the SQF markdown language for the other files you might come across while you're editing things. As it's a C++ file, so it's pretty easy to work with. Now this has got a lot in it, as you can see. So in the description I'll put them, but there's a few little things you want to search for. The first one is trader categories, or just part of it. Ignore that like and you won't have that, but from down here you will. So these are the traders. And you'll notice a few there. Community 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're the ones that you might want to put in custom, but we're going to ignore them for now. You get onto uniforms, and this is the category of uniforms and all of the items that are already as default in there. And anything commented out will be in green. These ones aren't currently available in the game. You can make them available. Got all of these in here, and basically if you installed a mod with like Cup or something like that, one of the other uniform packs, you could go into here, create a line, and put, if you use Infostar or you know what the item names are, you can put your uniform name and then just put a comma. The last one in the file doesn't have a comma because this is like a big list. I'm going to take that one out for now. So that's where you put your things. You see all the vests will be under vests, all your headgear, and so on and so forth. And you can add as much as you like. You can take them all out. You can just have one. It doesn't particularly matter in there as well. So that's what you can put under each category and where you change the categories of things. So that's your first step. Your second one is to go to CFG Traders. Then this would say, when you're actually in the game, you'll notice there's an armory, there's a spec ops one, there's a equipment trader, a food trader, and these here are the categories that we looked at earlier, and the names of the categories you want them to have. So just to go back, trader categories, so like uniforms, vests, things like that. You'll see in some of these, we go down to equipment, I think, uniforms, vests, so that's which categories of items you want them to sell. So now you know how to put in items, put them into categories and then tell which traders you want to sell which categories. So far so simple. The last bit is the pricing. So config, exile, arsenal. And you go down here, there's more than one result there. So you want the class one here. And then again, some of this is already commented for you as well, just to make life a little bit simpler. And you can then find the items. So let's say you've put an item in the first section. You also need to make sure it's in this section as well, otherwise there'll be no price for it. So again, the same name as you had before. Class, space, the name of the item. And then over here, this is how many what the quality is. So in game you see like level 1, level 2 on items and the color of the item text. That's where you set that, and that's how they've all been broken out. And then the price you want to set the items for. So if you think that ghillie suits, they're really underpriced, we can say that actually these ones they're all going to cost 5,000. Notepad++, you can just double click and then paste. And you see now in this block all these ghillies will now cost 5 grand. And again, as I said, if you've added your own stuff or your own custom stuff, it might make sense to find the bottom of this section. Ignore my phone, it's very unprofessional. There's quite a lot of bits here, flags. And then what you could do, you could put my custom items, and let's say the one we had was called, your your item here. Press tab a lot, and you're going to go quality equals, quality 5, really high quality, price. So that's going to be 99,909's max cash tag. That final argument of sell price you don't actually need. That's if you want it to be sellable. Otherwise, it's obviously not sellable. Ending semicolon, ending curly brackets and a semicolon. So that's how you then add the price of your item. So you must have the price of the item. You must also have the category with the item in the category. And then that category's got to be assigned to a trader. So once those all things are done, you save the file, close the file, go back to our MP missions, and then we're going to right click on the folder here, or the top level folder, PBO manager, pack into PBO. Then that is your updated mission file. Copy it over the original mission file. The nice thing is when you make an update with PBO manager, it puts the old one as a backup file as well. Put that on the server, and then that will all be good to go. If you get any issues or questions with this, give us a shout, give us a comment, and I'll happily help you out. But otherwise, if you want to know any more, just let me know. Thank you, and goodbye.